Hello people of YouTube, what's up? It's Atticus from Ghost AI on YouTube. And today I'm back with another video. In fact, I'm coming at you guys with a very special video. Sorry, that was my pump. Yeah, sorry, my pump was yelling at me. I'll check it in a second. So yes, I'm coming at you guys with a very special video, I'd say. So what I'm going to be showing you guys is a video game. Not just any video game, a very special video game, and not for a very positive reason. This game was a major contributor to the video game crash of 1983. Yes, we are talking about E.T. for the Atari 2600. Oh yes, folks. You would not be mistaken. I have an actual copy of this game. Alright, so a little bit of backstory on this turd. This game was released back, I want to say, like 1981. I don't know. It even says copyright. See where my hand says? Copyright 1982. So that shows you when this this piece of crap, I mean wonderful, amazing game was made. So this game, along with many other reasons, really, yes, this game contributed to the infamous video game crash of 1983. So I'm going to briefly touch upon some of the reasons I have discovered of why the video game crash of 1983 happened. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should leave it. You know what? I'm going to put it in this video because it's oddly relevant. So, back through the 70s and into the early 80s, the Atari 2600 was like the best selling video game console of the 1970s and 80s. But there were many other consoles that aimed to rival the mighty Atari 2600. Some of those being the Intellivision, the Intellivision, ColecoVision, all those Pong consoles like the RCA Studio 2. And bear in mind, this was back in a time where copyright laws, this is back in a time where, video games were. Now, bear in mind, video games were a very new form of entertainment at this time, and such. There had to be laws that had to govern video games, and around the time this piece of crap was released, and up through the 70s, there was no copyright laws that had to do with video games. Like, anyone at that point, it was basically the Wild West of video games. Anyone could make a video game. Anyone could make a video game console, and video games were unfortunately kind of seen as a fad, as a sort of get-rich-quick scheme, which, if you think about today, is now starting to be the case again. I mean, just look at Sonic Boom. I mean, that game is horrible. Or Sonic 06. God. Anyway, back to this game. So, the reason the video, basically, long story short, the reason the video game crash of 1983 happened is there was too many crap games like E.T. 2600 and Pac-Man in 2600, where Atari manufactured more Pac-Man and more copies of Pac-Man than actual Atari 2600 consoles. I mean, what were they thinking? Seriously, Atari, get your head out. And now you can and maybe see why Atari is no longer around. And there's a good reason for that. So yes, there was too many video game consoles, too many video games, too many mediocre video games. No copy protection of any kind. I mean, seriously, if I wanted to, I could make a console that I could make an extension for my console that could run Atari 2600 games. Think about this. There were add-ons you could get for things like the ColecoVision, the Intellivision, that you just stick a thing onto, and it'll actually play Atari 2600 games. So just think about that. What if Nintendo suddenly made an add-on? What if Microsoft suddenly made an add-on for the Xbox One that you could play PlayStation 4 games or PlayStation 3 games? Do you know how pissed off the copyright lawyers would be? And they'd be up in arms, and that's why, for the most part, this doesn't happen. It happened about back then because, as I said, there were virtually no copyright laws of any kind regarding video games. So, at that point, really anything goes. So that's a little bit of history. Now, on to where I found this guy. So it was around 11:45 or so. It was extremely late, and I had finished editing a video or finished doing homework or doing whatever I was doing, and I realized that my parents had this huge stash of Atari 2600 games. Sort of like 42, 43 plus games for the 2600. Half of them probably don't work, but who knows. And I thought, I've got nothing better to do, so why don't I go check it out? So I found, amongst those, I found, I found, the classics. It's like Q*bert, Frogger, Pole Position, Missile Command, Pitfall. In fact, I even found, where is it? But yeah, I found, like the classics. It's like Yar's Revenge, missile commands, as I just said. You know, freeway, pitfall, all Frogger, Cubert, and combat, even things like Video Olympics. Things I found. And yeah. And then I found this. Oh yeah, and this. Yeah, I found both these. In fact, I even found the original Mario Brothers for the 2600. Not Super Mario Brothers, Mario Brothers. I know I have that cartridge somewhere. In fact, it's right here. This Mario Bros. I found this. It's missing its dust cover. You know, that's interesting. And I found these turds just sitting there. Also, I found Empire Strikes Back. That was cool. So yeah, that's a little bit of a backstory on this game in particular. This game I'll probably do a video on talking about it once I have more information. So that was a look at. Actually, no. Before I go, I have something particularly interesting to show. Well, it might be interesting depending on, stuff. So let's move these guys out of the way. Before I go, I'm going to leave off on some interesting note. For I have 2 identical copies of Missile Command. Yeah. I don't know. But if you notice, the exact same cover, see? Exact same, but the fonts are different. See? This one's all capitalized. This one isn't. Sorry, autism. See, this one's all capitalized, all uppercase. It's the exact same copy. I'm not didn't do a switcheroo over. And then this one, it's a completely different font style. The exact same cover artwork, only the fonts are different. In fact, I'm pretty sure these two are exactly the same. So yeah, hope maybe I'll do some gameplay footage of the Atari 2600 in action. Once I save up enough money and buy a capture card, and yeah, until I can get it actually working, because I have no idea how to test if these games actually work, because my Atari 2600, sadly, it does not work, and I have no way of testing if any of the games I own work. I'm assuming they do, since they have no moving parts and nothing other than get scratched. So I'm assuming they work, but who knows? This has been an Atticus from Ghost AI on YouTube, signing off. Peace. I still cannot believe I have this game. I forgot. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And now, this has been Atticus from Ghost AI, signing off. Peace. Peace. Oh, God.